Today's video, we're gonna do something a little bit different than we usually do. Now, I see a lot of people on YouTube like to do these videos about their accessories and the things they use to film their videos. Well, in this video, we're gonna do something just like that, but a little bit different. Instead of talking about camera equipment and accessories that are directly related to camera gear, I'm actually going to talk about the things that I use that are not like basically things that you normally come to mind right away. The first thing is like right now you see that I'm sitting in a gaming chair. Now gaming chairs are basically like the default for YouTubers. Seems like every YouTuber from PewDiePie all the way down uses a gaming chair. Now I have a gaming chair. They're quite comfortable if you do want to do some work or some gaming in, but I found that when I film my videos in a gaming chair, they're very restrictive as far as the background. But so much you can see with a gaming chair because it just basically blocks out a lot. It also kind of blocks out your shoulders, so if you're using lights, you really can't see what's going on behind there. And I've seen a lot of YouTubers like to sit on a couch, but if you sit on a couch, you kind of erase that depth of field, which is basically the distance between the back of the frame and to the front of the frame. So when you sit on a couch, you basically are sitting right against the wall, and that usually doesn't look good. That's why you see a lot of YouTubers sometimes sit on the floor when they're filming their videos or in front of their couch instead of sitting on their couch, which would be honestly much more comfortable. But that's because it looks better, and a lot of times you don't have a tripod. I'm 6'2", so finding a tripod tall enough for me sometimes is a little bit of a challenge. So the solution that I found was actually this. So basically I'm sitting on a stool. Now I've gone ahead and put some gaffers tape right here above the handle, so it's very easy for me to find where the handle is when I'm sitting on it, and you can then lower it or raise it so you can sit perfectly inside the frame of your camera, because it lets me sit in the front of the camera in the foreground of the video and you can still see the background. The gaming chair is very restrictive up here and basically blocks everything behind you, so if you have some lights going on back there or something like I usually do in my videos, you don't see those. So this stool is cool because it lets you sit close enough to the camera where the mic can pick you up. I have a Canon camera, so the preamps aren't that great. So I use the Rode Video mic and the Rode Video Mic Pro, and this is a good distance to the camera. You can use basically any stool you find on Amazon. Doesn't necessarily have to be this Pro Lift stool. There's a whole bunch of them. But basically the idea is to get close enough to the camera where the microphone, if you have your mic on top of your camera, is picking you up good enough. And also at the same point that you don't restrict and block the back of your background. So people can kind of see what's going on back there as well. And I also like the fact that on the bottom of the stool, like you have extra space. So you can actually store extra items. So things that you would need to grab really quickly for a video, they're right below really quick access. The second thing I want to talk about is actually this right here. This is gaffers tape. And gaffers tape is like the all-purpose, it's like the foil for YouTubers, right? And it's for filmmaking period. Like you can use gaffers tape for anything basically. You can stick stuff to the wall. You can use it to close chip bags if you're eating some chips. You can use it to cover wires. If you want to hang something on the wall and you want to do damage, gaffers tape is really good because it sticks right off. The adhesive doesn't damage walls. So it's really good if you want to stick a light to a wall, or if you want to stick some poster board, which I want to talk about soon, to the wall. Gaffers tape is great for sticking poster board, for sticking lights. If you have wires that are loose while you're filming and you don't want somebody to trip over them, gaffers tape is really your friend when it comes to making YouTube videos. The other thing I want to talk about is poster board. This is a poster board. You can pick it up at any type of like craft store. This stuff is great for reflecting light. Poster board is great because you can use whatever lights in the room and reflect it with poster board, and you get that nice fill on your face. I found that sometimes I don't want to set up two lights because it's kind of a hassle every time you want to shoot. So I just set up one main light, my key light, and then I use some poster board and I just bounce the light into my face, and it acts like a nice little fill. Okay, so this is no poster board. Okay, this is with some poster board. So you see there's this right here, it's a little bit more lit. This part of my face is very subtle, but it helps to fill the face. Poster board works great with lights. It works great with sunlight. You can just basically stick this up. You can just grab some gaffers tape, stick it on the back of this, and just put it up on a wall, and next thing you know, you're bouncing the light into your face, and it makes good. Sometimes you don't even need a light. If you just use the sun and some poster board, you can definitely fill your face nicely with it. So poster board is something that's a great accessory that you usually don't think when you're buying camera gear. Okay, so those are 3 different items that I use to film my videos, which are not necessarily camera gear, but are things that will make your life easier when you're filming your YouTube videos. Again, poster board, gaffers tape, a stool, or a small chair. They're definitely things that could definitely aid you in your everyday video creation. Now, like I said in the description, I'm gonna put some links so you guys can check these out. As always, this is the Tone Show. Tone Show. Ah, woo!